Carved into sand, we formed a plan, using the branches you found near the beach. You showed me dreams I couldn't conceive, not until you described them to me. They were my mage, brought into my stage, weaving those spells that would captivate me, carrying my mind along for the ride, with the stories that made me believe. Might I embody to be fit brand new lenses on me. The water was cold up to my throat. Gasping, I found it was so hard to breathe. You calmed my nerves more than I deserved. When you passed your arms around me, I hardly moved, yet I soared through feelings and memories I'll never describe. But what I can say is that warmth you gave cleared the mountains of thoughts from my mind. Might we evolve to be caused an expansion so free? We grow less young, songs that were sung remain as ghosts in the stairs and the walls. As my hands lose grip, we might just sit to take in the colors of fall. With these frail bonds, we can still go back through these photos, moments of life, snapshots we lived. We were once kids, holding both hands in the night. Brought such an angel to me. Are everything to me.
Hello, it's Joe. And
Hello.
who are these guys?
Hi, everyone. Hello.
I do extreme reverb hello at the beginning of every
Amazing.
stream.
That's fun.
Thank you.
Hello from the auditorium.
I probably should have warned you guys. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to at least my first collab for a while. I know that you guys.
We've been
this
doing a
is
lot of them,
just-
yeah.
Yeah, just run of the mill.
But we've been really excited about this one.
Yeah, me too. Sincerely, and I know that you guys have also been very excited. My chat, you're used to seeing me look here for looking at chat. Right now, you are here today, and we see you, lovely Jove and Cathadora, Philip, Edward, Hoagie Man, Happy Hobbit, all of you guys.
Hello, Tripwire. Hello, Happy Hobbit.
Thank you guys so much. We did our cabling. We cabled very hard and furiously, and it looks like we got it all worked.
We got it all working.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the easier
It's
steps.
happening. Blah, 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 blah.
That was
Hello,
nice.
Sashi. Hello. Pencils. Nice to see you.
I know pencils.
Nice to see all of you. This is fun. This is going to be really fun. So that song that you just heard is Sand. That's off our 4th album. That was just released recently on Spotify. And Joe is playing amazing violin in that. So we figured that it was the right song to start the stream off with. And how would you like to start? Maybe we could just, we could play one of my originals, or we could do one of yours originals, or we could do just like an improvised loop.
I feel like either one of your originals are an improvised loop. Like
Cool.
there was a couple things that we started off with the looping system that Dusty has. It's like
Cool.
very smooth and easy to jump into.
Okay.
So I don't know if you'd want to
Yeah.
just do a standard 4-chord progression or one of your own.
This one's this will be good. Okay.
Let me bring my friend back.
Oh, we just got a raid. Bubblegum Nihilists. Welcome in.
Oh, Bubblegum Neelis, thank you so much.
I
Much
always-
love to you.
I said it wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
Once again.
That's a standard passage of streaming. You know, it's taking a name and then just
Trying your best.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say crushing it, but
I mean, it's the same thing in this instance.
there's a good heart involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. How about we could do. Should we do Waterfall?
I thought we were doing a loopy jam. Or do you
Okay.
want to just do waterfall?
Well, Waterfall is still a loopy jam. That's where we found it. We found it underneath that waterfall. The water was so loud, she drenched that cave with the mighty sound. Those rocks were kinda slippery. I'm glad that you were holding on to me. Though I could barely see your face, your hair was wet and didn't leave much space. And I could see your lips were trembling, and in that dark place I felt something moving from my arms towards my heart. What I felt, surely was a spark. That's where we found it. We found it underneath that waterfall. The water was so loud, she drenched that cave with a mighty sound. Those rocks were kinda slippery. I'm glad that you were holding on to me. How did you trap those fireflies inside those brightly playful eyes? And I could see your lips were trembling, and in that dark place I felt something moving from my arms towards my heart. What I felt surely was a spark. And I could see your lips were trembling, and in that dark place I felt something moving from my arms towards my heart. What I felt surely was a spark.
I didn't want it to stop.
Yeah.
Well, that was tasty.
Yeah, that was a nice
really
start.
fun.
Hell yeah. Like, as we were setting up everything, we probably had enough time for us to do one song each. And beforehand, we did like a couple, like, little just fun sit down. Dusty plays the accordion. I play the banjo. He teaches me a little bit on the accordion. Like, it's been a nice little roundabout of music all day. I'm sorry in advance, y'all, if I'm doing a terrible job catching up with everything. I do want to say, oops, sorry, microphone. Nothing else is new. I do that all the time. We have a very specific, I'm used to it being over here. I have to go.
What's happening?
The donation bar. We have a very
yes.
specific dono bar. What did we end up putting in?
4,000. So this is how much it cost us to repair our vehicle recently.
Oh, we did diesel up the van. We're trying to diesel up the van.
She was just like, how much do you want to do as the goal? And I was like, well, we just put $4,000 towards our van, so.
I went 400 and you went, yeah, 4,000. And I was like, 400? And you were like,
Yeah. Yeah.
But for everything that we put in is going to be going towards the fund to keep these wonderful musicians continuing on the road. You guys have been on the road now for how long?
We've been on the road now for 8 months.
They're getting near the end of the tour, but there's still a ways to go. There was some repairs that needed to be done.
Yep. The repair process was brutal. But
We call it
yeah.
Hell Week.
yeah,
But it
hell,
was
hell
actually
week.
weeks. There was 2 of them.
Yeah, there was 2 of them. Yeah, at one point we broke down on the side of the highway where it was it was very dark on the side of the highway, lots of semis rolling by. I had to get under the vehicle and connect a hose that had broke, and a super adrenaline filled moment. My hands were underneath the engine getting burns, and I realized while my arms were up underneath the chassis of the vehicle that if somebody hit us from behind, I could potentially lose my arms. And so that when I had that realization, it was a pretty terrifying
The race was on at that point.
little moment. Yeah. But we made it past that point,
We survived,
and very happy to be here.
And I think the most important question is, yes, Poco is here.
Poco is here. Yeah.
She is very
She's content
much,
underneath me.
She's perfect out of shot, just tucked in between Dusty's legs right there. Did Baloo and Poco meet?
They did.
Technically, yes.
They did. They had a good stare off.
And Poco was like, I want to play and be friends. And Baloo was like, I'm putting all my energy into staring and my tail getting really big and fluffy. But all in all, like, it wasn't too rough, but it was enough of a showing to show that maybe separate rooms were the best. But
Yeah.
don't worry if you see Poco running around. Baloo is also very happy downstairs. Purrin got his food. He's got a couch and a queen size bed. He's living the life down there. So if you see one animal, not the other. And Poco also seems pretty happy.
Oh yeah. This is her usual spot. Like since she was 2 months old, while I play music, she typically just goes right underneath me and lays down while I'm playing music. Or she tries to bite Cody.
I'm playing the ghost, my hands are down.
That's our relationship and that's their relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Well, with Baloo, if I play one note, he's like, it's time to leave. All right. Time to get out.
Anti-music cat in the house.
Yeah, he doesn't
Hi, Marin.
enjoy it.
Nice to see you.
Yes, welcome for everybody in chat. I don't if you guys want me to scroll up to say hellos to anybody in particular. For Robot Boyfriend, I do want to say thank you for the resub. And dare I say, in front of all these people, beep boop. Boop
Oh.
beep.
No way.
And also Uriel, thank you so much for sub tier too. Thank you so much, Uriel, my lovely Sir Uriel, and for the follows, you guys. And again, for anything, if you're willing and able, no pressure, but we do have the diesel fund going up above lovely Dusty's head. So that's not going to stop us from playing, of course. So
Absolutely not.
Do you guys wanna keep going?
Yeah, I do. I do. Should I play another one original, or would you like to lead one? Or
I feel like when it comes to originals, I have much fewer. So I feel like I should sprinkle mine maybe like after
Sure.
6
Sure.
a Joe.
Let's do it.
Yes, you have like
We'll figure out
albums
the balance,
upon albums of albums. So
Well, I did bring my harmonicas today, so I would like to try one with the harmonicas. Okay, this one's called Brave. Here we go. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here.
yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Is it the usual dono button? Yes. I'm just gonna be trustworthy and give them the things.
Maybe you didn't notice when my soul became petrified. No, I'm not the same man you once knew, 'cause I'm scrambled up inside. I know now I could have told you, instead of wearing fake smiles and clutching that shield. So every conversation so I wouldn't stand revealed. Maybe someday you'll forgive me destroying myself, harboring pain. Self-sabotage is truly an art form that I've mastered at this stage. Yet I'd like to bring forth my weakness and show it in full. Let's give it a name. We can hold fast and be strong together, vulnerable and brave.
Do you guys not usually resolve on that?
No, that was perfect.
Yeah, it was good.
Just like that.
Sometimes
That was
it changes.
But it was me. I forced it. It's my fault.
No,
Changes.
there was no fault.
Every
It was
time
glorious.
it changes.
Wait, I don't want to make a big deal of this, but Giant Fart just resubbed.
Oh my
And
god.
That sounds like a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes, Giant Fart. You did it.
Also for vanilla photo, Philip for the bits. Philip, thank you very much. Uriel for $50 donation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, these boys
Thank
are gonna
you.
be driving
Oh,
at
we're
least a
gonna
little
be-
while.
Just a little while longer. That is hilarious.
Make a few more masks.
So,
Oh, Doc Brown.
oh, dog.
Oh, thank you, Doc.
Doing my part to help fix the old flux. So, my car was broken. Not broken. There was issues that I needed to get repaired over the course of a couple visits.
Right.
And chat was trying to help. And then Doc said, was it the flux capacitor? And I was like,
Of course.
maybe. And everyone in chat was like, do you know the reference?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why it was
So
fun.
that might just be either a movie thing or a van thing. So, this one.
Have you not seen Back to the Future?
I did when, so I actually had a really cute thing where if I was homesick from school, my dad would pick the movies I'd watch. And I'd be like, I want to watch Land Before Time for the 50th time. And he was like, no. I'm going to pick movies you need to watch. And it was Back to the Future,
Nice.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
E.T.
Sweet.
The
Yeah.
essentials.
Yeah, like and every time he was right. So, Dad, if you're watching, thank you, Dad.
We didn't have TV growing up in my house, and we had very little movies. Whenever I was sick, I was watching Casper. Do you know Casper the Friendly Ghost?
I honestly haven't seen, but I'm very familiar with
Yeah.
Casper.
It's a good show. It's a good movie.
Was that just thought to be like a good moral show? Or?
Well, okay, so like what happened is my dad told me as a kid that he was mowing the lawn and then accidentally cut the cable line to the house. And it wasn't until I was like 10 years old that I was talking to my friends, just being like, yeah, we don't have cable because my dad cut the cable line. They were just like, no,
He was mowing
that doesn't
underground.
happen. He just didn't want us to have TV.
That's also very cute, though.
Yeah.
Like, did you
Yeah.
sincerely believe it for a while?
I did for a very long time. Yeah, for a very, very
His
long
dad was
time.
a trustworthy dude. You know, you tend to take his word.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
makes the
but
roles
you know,
a little better.
because we didn't have TV, I'd play piano. So.
Nerd.
Right.
Everyone nerd shame. Get your nerd emotes.
Do something better with your time. Goodness.
We were playing one earlier that I was really enjoying. So maybe we could try that one again. That was the one we first jammed.
Okay, it will probably come back.
Okay. Okay. Let's. I need some more bowing space here. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that with the desk.
Constant thing.
We plugged so many things in and then forgot about the basics.
Do you need me to shuffle over?
Nope. That's good. No, I should.
Is
be
it a
able
cool
to,
shuffle?
I should be
Is it a
able to
fun
get-
shuffle?
Yeah, like the Kansas City shuffle.
Shuffle.
Everybody looks left and I'll go right.
Here we go. So.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted more. Well, I'm clearly going to say that at the end of everything.
It's all right. We have hours to go.
Well, I will say, at least for my own experience, like when I first started to learn to play music with other people.
Give me my rosin,
No.
please.
No.
Yeah.
I always was the only string player in the room. Usually it was like rock bands or folk
Right.
bands
Yeah.
or things like that. So it's so exciting to get a chance to play with other string players
Nice.
and also just beautiful hammering tones that will
That's
just
me.
carry over. Yes.
I'm the hammering tone.
It's me.
I like the mallet going up with it. That's me. In case there was any
Just in
confusion.
case there was any questions. Do have
So I'd like to give a big shout out to a fellow streamer here on Twitch. His name is New Baroque,
Oh,
and
yes.
we just collaborated with him, and this fine fella rehaired my bow for free. Yeah, like I mean, I've been playing on a bow that needed to be rehaired for probably 4 months, and we got to his house. Because you know what you have to do with your rehair, right? Where you give it to a shop and then they typically keep it for a couple of days. Since we've been traveling and been on the move so much, we haven't been in a place for a couple of days.
Yeah, it wasn't an option.
So it wasn't an option, right? So we've just been kind of going. Yeah, hair, yeah, exactly. Affectionate Scar. and so yeah, we just ended up at his place and we didn't even tell him that it needed a rehair. He was just like, and if you need a rehair on your bow, I'll just do that.
That's
I was like,
amazing. I didn't-
what? Yeah.
So, like, does he do other just like standard luthier like work with?
Yeah, like he built what was it called?
Viol.
Viol?
viol?
I think it might have been a viol. He like built himself a violin,
Wow.
right?
It was
Like,
a flat
well,
face on the front and the bottom, and then the tuning pegs were actually coming out directly out of the bottom of the headstock.
VL. VL?
Oh, so they were
Yeah,
coming out
yeah.
this way.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
It had a very like heavy mid-tone sound, and all the highs were
Yeah.
It was very unique.
I have a cloth.
Oh, cheers. the look. Of,
Dustin way
yeah,
right here.
you should have seen that look when I did that. She was like, "What are you doing?"
Don't clip that. Sorry.
Sacrificing my shirt for the good of
That's-
the sound.
that-
No, because I've done that too, but then I got that enough times.
Right?
It's not worth it. Can I have now?
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go.
Now I
Yeah.
feel like I should. I'm sorry.
Should I do mine too? Just get the strings out.
What would you be wiping away exactly?
Probably years of oxide.
This is fun, you guys.
No, I mean, I'm so excited to have you. And I was saying that I tend to be a bit of a nervous host, but these guys have been so lovely right from the second they pulled up. It's just been such a wonderful experience.
glad.
We don't think you're nervous. You've been a great hostess.
I don't know. I was trying to like make a joke out of it and
Deep
like
breaths. Deep breaths.
do whatever. It's fine.
Actually end up having a panic attack.
Yeah, and I was
that's
like, I shouldn't
serious
fake that.
issue.
Like, that's probably not something to fake.
So, shall we do another?
Yes, please.
All right. This one's called Angel Tango. It's not a loop. And this was actually the first song I ever wrote on cello.
Okay.
So that's pretty neat.
Thank you, Celeste.
You pushed me down from the race, was content with second place. Yes, it's true. Until I heard you. You planned a trip to outer space, an introduction to stranger days. Yes, it's true. Until I heard you. A lucky coin showed its tail, light through racks, silver veil that's been chewed by the wolves that prey on you. There was a time where I stayed safe from outside, a blissful state when I knew my world without you. Thought I would be stronger. It's when I heard her voice. Nights are so much longer. Left my heart no choice. I'm gonna be honest, I'm forgetting some of my lyrics here. Right. Oh, there we go. There she sat on a chair, small guitar, her unkempt hair with no idea everything would change. When my life came to this, it stopped my breath, and I couldn't look away from the angel on the stage. Thought I would be stronger. When I heard her voice, my nights are so much longer. Left my heart no choice. With her toy, she starts to play a simple song to ease the pain of her youth. First she choked through. Glistening rain touched her chin. She confessed to the sin that had stained velvet dress she saved. Thought I would be stronger. So when I heard your voice, my nights are so much longer. Left my heart no choice.
Oh, the first string was broke.
Yes. Intensity.
I don't know if you guys
Okay.
can see it.
Hi, Bo. Hi, Bo. That was good. Hi, Bo.
Can you, Baroque,
Hi.
come here and help me?
Save me.
No, Baroque, I need your help.
Left me hanging. You guys. Hi, Bo.
Hi, Bo.
Oh, hi. I'm
Hi-
sorry.
hi,
I'm just
Bo.
not used to do. Okay.
Hi, Stick.
Yes, I
Yes, I Stick.
Oh, you got it. There we go.
Yes.
I'm on in on the act.
And just in case we didn't do one already in chat, please, if we could do a shout out for New Baroque, who is another one of our string brethren here on Twitch and such a absolute talent that has been brought to our music community. And you know, this is like a wonderful example of just what this website has done for not only providing music but the musicians themselves.
Connecting musicians.
It's been
Right?
awesome.
It's
yeah.
cool. It's a pretty cool platform. Pretty neat.
Thing.
Pretty neat.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
That's way.
Fresh way. Yeah. So maybe we could do. Oh man, there was a. Ah man. Oh yeah. All right. This is what I was thinking about. Can we try to do?
What key are you in?
F? Is that normally what you play it in? Or which key do you normally play it in?
I do it in B, but I don't like it in B, so I'd rather just like figure it out. So
Do you want to give it a try? It's.
I know I
it's-
can get it, so it's. Yeah. Could I get a moment with just
Yeah.
me?
Yep, for
Sorry
sure.
to
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
selfish.
No,
So
it's
it's
cool.
Please go for it.
You do it.
so it's. And then it just says that again. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and then. Oh no, and then the walk up thing.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a couple takes of almost.
That's alright. I'm gonna almost with you.
Feel
That's
free
almost.
to drop your earbuds in chat as you hear them
Let's
from
do it.
here.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a loop for this one.
Okay.
Should we turn up Cody a bit? People are saying that they can't hear you very well.
What? What if I play on this side? Because I was clipping earlier.
Oh, do you? Is it? It's on, yeah. Like it's plugged, but it's not. It's good, right? Yeah. No, I can hear it.
Can you guys hear me now? Yeah.
We might want to turn him up a little bit. Turn Cody up. Yeah.
So is that 3 and 4, both of them?
3 and 4 is me.
5 and 6.
So 5 and 6 would
Should
be
be one
Cody. Yes.
That better? I
You
can
know,
at
I'm
least
very
hear.
loud. I'm very loud.
Too loud.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe, but
I'll
I can
split
always
the
turn it
difference.
down here too, so I'll like adjust as we jam.
Okay.
Do you know Song of Storms?
I do in the key of D, I think. Yeah. I feel like an accordion should be brought up for that.
Right?
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Well, I could even.
Oh, that would be hard on the accordion though.
Well, there's one thing. I've done a mashup of Costa's theme with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it follows more of the chord progression of Costa's theme. So I don't know if that would like super screw you up. But do you guys want to try it?
Sure. Yeah.
Kind of fun.
Definitely, 100%.
Dang.
You want one of these accordions? Back here.
I haven't played in this key before, so I gotta figure it out.
So for binders, they're behind you, Dusty. I don't know if it's too far of a lean though.
Oh yeah.
I-
yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah.
Do the Matrix.
The Matrix.
Come on. Dodge
It's the
bullets.
blue one.
Okay.
The navy. The navy. Thank you.
It looks like it says E on there.
Well, yeah, that's what this mashup is, and
Oh, it's an E.
for this one, is that too scary?
No, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And then
So
my
now we're in
baby-
E minor.
Well,
We're gonna figure this out. We'll
yeah.
figure this out.
So what I
Use that
did,
as a reference.
so what I did is, if you're used to the Song of Storms progression,
Yes.
this is based off of Costa's theme chords.
Ah.
So it's a melody adapted. I don't know.
Whoa. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do it.
just do it.
Yeah, like it's fun layering, but so I need baby accordion.
The tiniest of accordions. Pass.
Sorry.
It's all good.
So I guess with this one, I can get it started with Ableton.
Sure.
So we were talking about how we were gonna go in between both of our looping, like things that we're consistent with using. So for this, what I'm going to be doing is opening up what I used to loop, which is Ableton. So I gotta reach over for the password. Can you read?
Can I read?
Mm-hmm.
I can like words.
Well, I meant for sheet music.
Yeah.
Because I took the Song of Storms
Oh.
theme and I altered it slightly.
Oh, you're asking if I can read notation.
Yeah, and it's
I
okay
can
if
read
not.
bass clef way better than I can.
Oh,
treble
I
clef.
forgot about that difference.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, for sure. It's like when people are giving me tenor clef for the viola. I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? I can't do this. But we'll just make sounds. It will be fun.
All right, I'm in.
All right, so I got a new template. I need my little watch.
It was Inspector Gadget, Dan Tidfreeze. Nice name.
I don't see.
What's up?
I'm looking for my sound brenner.
Oh no.
I know there's been a lot of cable things happening.
Is it under the rhinoceros?
I checked under the rhinoceros. Worst case scenarios, I can just use the the metronome, which won't be the or it could be the rhinoceros.
Might want to
if we
check under the
really
pig. Cody?
Under the pig, yeah. Checking the pig.
want. Not under the pig.
Nope.
For right now, I'm just gonna quiet use the metronome on
Do
here.
you want me to just squeeze this to the beat for you?
It's tempting. It's a little farty. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's totally fine.
Which I'm not against in any way. But it's definitely present. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 passes with just the chords and then the lead line on the accordion. And
Okay.
then we'll just see what happens.
Go for it.
So for
give us
all
a signal when you're ready for
I'm gonna
us.
hold back.
right, piano's
for a
not
minute.
plugged in. My stream knows what I'm talking about for my checks. Metronome. Start the volume low.
I wonder when we should release our new music video. I mean, it's kind of Hoagie Man. What you doing?
Do you know Hoagie Man?
Hoagie Man.
We love Hoagie Man.
That's a lot of dough there right there.
Oh,
Thank you,
Hoagie
Hoagie
Man. And also Tesno for the bits. Affectionate Scar for gifting a sub to Happy Hobbit.
Oh, thank you, Affectionate Scar.
Celeste for 14 months. Thank you so much.
We got to meet Scar on this adventure, as well as Happy Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. I don't know if Marin's still in here. We got to meet Marin as well. We've been touring all over the United States, and
Do you hear my tick-ticks?
I do
yeah?
hear the tick-ticks, yes.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Do your ticks.
Good evening, Mythic.
All right, let's see.
Playing some music.
So the mashup, the way that Song of Storms roughly is going to be is
Yeah.
A minor.
Okay.
So a little bit different, but
Okay.
But in the key of E.
so done. Okay. I get this and a count in for me. 1 bar. And I got my trigger here. All right, let's do it. No more metronome. So now the lead line. Did you ever play Breath of the Wild?
I did, yeah, yeah.
It's one of my alerts.
Oh, the Valkyrie thing.
Yeah. But it's Baloo screaming. Act just gifted 20 subs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'll give these guys some of that too. All right, I promise I can do this.
We got this.
Was the measure late? This should fix it. What?
That's really cool.
Oh, I got you talking. Here, let me get it one more time. Okay, nice and clean.
Okay.
One more time.
Wow.
Nice.
So interesting.
Yeah, it was a really, really cool mashup. It was
No, I
fun.
should have given you guys the chord changes because I kind of threw you in the deep
No,
end.
it was way more fun to just play it too.
Was like, oh,
good.
that childhood memory you've always loved,
Right?
it's changed, and it's different now.
I do have like if we want to keep doing the Zelda tunes, I've got a whole book in the in my RV with all the transcribed things. But shall we do some more improvise? Maybe try an improvised thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fully from scratch.
Yeah, from scratch.
Okay.
Like nothing. Millie was saying that we
Another dono.
still can't hear
Yeah.
Cody.
What?
I know. What do we do?
Listen.
Can you guys hear that? Because we can hear it really well, but this thing also makes a lot of noise in the room. Yes? We hear that. Okay. We can hear you when the other two aren't playing. The violin covers it. Okay.
Maybe we
Okay.
could start something pizzicato.
Yeah.
Featuring.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
The Cody moment.
Yes. The me moment. It's here.
There's a note that doesn't work on this.
No way to lead charge in between different keys and different different vibes. and all
Right?
the things.
Yeah, I have no idea where we're going. We're going on a journey.
Let's
though.
do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
That was fun.
It's been a long time since I played any sort of blues
That was a
progression.
that was a chaos jam.
That was a chaos jam for sure, but that was so much fun.
It was.
Well, I think I might be ready for maybe one of mine.
Yeah, please. Yes, please.
I don't know if we would prefer to just loop, or if you would prefer me to like lead and sing on guitar and not loop and just have a free for all play. Like, do you
We
guys
might
have a
want to
preference?
feel that out. Maybe we should try one like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and see how it goes.
Because I was one of the classics that I do that I love so much is Dream a Little Dream.
Yeah.
And
At some point, I would really like to do that Billy Joel song that you play.
Vienna?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love that song so
Oh,
much.
yes. Okay, let's do Dream a Little Dream first.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys want me, like, I have my little chord chart. I know it's smaller on the thing over there.
Hey, there's someone named Dulcimer Gumbo in here,
Oh.
and that is probably our friend.
Maybe.
Yeah, Dulcimer Gumbo. He told us about it. Gumbo.
Oh yeah, Dulcimer Gumbo. Totally.
Dulcimer Gumbo. Nice to
Yes.
see you, buddy. Welcome in. That's super cool.
Welcome to the madness.
We just jammed with him the other day.
And it was glorious.
That's a me. Yes, welcome in.
We jammed under a tree in a Cracker Barrel parking lot.
Hey, can you guys do us a huge?
Yeah,
Can
it
you
is.
can you do us a huge favor and go follow Dulcimer Gumbo because I don't think he's streaming yet, but he is an awesome Dulcimer player, and you are going to love what he does if he does end up streaming here at some point. So please go and shoot Dulcimer Gumbo a follow, and thank you Tripwire and Cathadoria for spreading the love. Yeah. He's awesome. It was so much fun jamming with him. We jammed outside of a Cracker Barrel.
We did.
I was
In
saying
their
that's like
parking
the
lot.
ultimate tour life. You guys want to see a crapper bear.
You guys want to see a Cracker Barrel?
My actual feelings are coming out. So I do have a chord chart over there. I
Okay.
could
Mm.
place it.
Well, maybe.
I think it's pretty clear. Like, I could grab tape or something.
Oh, tape would work.
Do you want me to get some?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, tape could work.
But if I do that, I will use the restroom as well. So
Okay.
you have to talk to the fair people about maybe your video.
Oh yeah.
Or we could just play
Maybe we could just play the video. Hey, we released a video today. Do you want to see it?
They did.
Let's do it. Let's show the video and then we'll be right back. Check it out. We uploaded it on our YouTube today. Been working on it for maybe a week or two, and yeah, check it out.
And to make sure where you guys know where to find it for sure on A Fish in a Birdcage YouTube channel.
Yep.
Are you guys also releasing it on Spotify today, or is that going to be
It's-
something we excitedly wait for?
This
So
is gonna come later on
Yeah.
Spotify.
Oh, you're making us wait for it.
It's rule number question mark at this point.
Yeah.
That-
Don't
Because
really
we
know.
don't know where it's gonna fit in the next album or in the album after
Oh,
that.
okay,
Like
yeah.
it's to be recorded as an album track, but this is just the acoustic version.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well,
here we go.
You guys get
Enjoy.
A first look at
We're gonna get some
Arizona.
tapes. Yes, Arizona. Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Enjoy, y'all.
Think for a while now. How did we arrive? Is it okay that I completely lost all track of time? It's absurd to me that your mind can never rest. You carry that pocket watch far too close to your chest. Maybe I blacked out. We try to retrace our steps, yet I have doubts. Was that really me? Felt like a dream, like a wild fantasy. Let's not lose our heads now. The ending isn't far. Struggle through the chaos to finally know who you are. I'm needing to take a step outside. I'm feeling this box could use more light. Keep on expanding your own mind. The day that you stop is the day that you die.
So there's actually a very exciting moment that we might be able to do right now. You guys have been hearing about Teacher Joe. To give you guys the full effect of Teacher Joe.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
And I have a whiteboard, and with us potentially reading chords, this seems like a perfect time to bring out the whiteboard. It's going to be the first time my chat sees it, so it's going to be very exciting.
You could just sing and snap that thing against
That's what
it for percussion.
I just don't want to upset Poco, but Poco seems happy. So I think I'm going to put that there
Yes.
and put our chords up on that.
That is perfect.
So we're going to bring Teacher Joe in here. If you guys want to do a Q&A or talk to chat. Jack, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you.
Should I do a tune while we're writing down the chords?
Yeah, why not?
Maybe?
Probably.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Hey, Sessions with Sir Ba.
Okay, Poco, I need you to move for a second. We're gonna just do a loop right here. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So we are going to do a tune while we're waiting.
Did you see the troll?
I didn't. No. What happened?
You didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it. Cody trolled me somehow with that video, but I don't know how he did it. I was watching.
Actually, are you ready for this?
What?
The troll was telling you that I trolled you in the video, so
Oh,
you would sit there anxiously
you.
and watch it the whole time. Of course I wouldn't put anything in the video. We worked hard on that. We were up way too late last night.
Let's do. What is this?
2 underlines.
But there's so much more to do. Go on.
Actually, I wonder if my accordion would work. Actually, let's do that.
Yes, I can just jump in on it, whatever you guys are doing after I write this.
Well, I was just thinking because your microphone is open right now,
Yes.
and then I could play the accordion in front of that, and then they'd be able to hear it. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, oh.
Oh my god, you stepped on Poco.
Did I really?
I'm kidding.
No.
Now everyone's trolling you. This is fun.
I was on a high five with the. Yeah.
Yes. Loading.
Where is it?
Loading song.
Wait, hold on. I haven't played this for a long time. Ah, there it is. So rusty on this thing. Holy man. That's fun though. Yes, chords.
Look at.
I lost my baton.
Yeah, where's your stick? You need
Where's the stick?
you need to direct our attention.
That's been like the thing that's. Oh.
Yes.
So.
Needs to go in its holster when you're not using it in your hand.
Oh, I didn't get one yet. Damn it. So, here's the drill, everybody. Is everyone listening closely? All right. Here is the verse. A repeat sign means you go to the beginning.
Wait, where's the beginning? Okay, yes, okay.
This is the repeat.
Right, yes.
Do not go past the repeat.
Yes, yes. See the wall.
The beginning. And then, the next time, you go past the repeat.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, okay.
Fancy.
And then just do this 4 times. There's a way out of it I've never figured out. So I just hold on to the A.
We're gonna figure that part out right about now.
No, we'll just hold on to the A.
All right.
So once again.
Yeah.
I just like doing that. Here, repeat.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. And then the E. Yes.
4. Hold. I'll be watching.
All right.
Better have that thing so you can smack us when we're
No, I'm trying to fix it.
Your glasses, yes.
Coco, do you know what's up?
That intimidated everybody in chat.
Did you figure out
I
what's up?
bet it did.
Everyone's gonna behave themselves now.
Oh yes.
Oh. Okay. Come
So
here.
I'm just gonna take lead on this and play guitar and sing. Oh, my mods are even looking out for me, just making sure I don't poke out my eyes and my things. Also, String Player Gamers here.
Oh, cool.
How
Welcome in.
That's
lucky. Can a collab get? Hey, baby. If you guys can see, me and Poco have got along pretty well. I know that you and Baloo didn't get off to the best start, but I really like you, Poco. And I
Poco.
hope you know that. Yes, you're a sweet girl. But I gotta put a guitar here. So I know that you want. She's like,
Let's
no,
get her."
let me go here. Okay. I'm sorry, baby girl. No, I got. No.
She's
I'm so
excited.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I think I know the words to the song. The form of it, I believe, is 2 verses, chorus, verse, chorus, verse out.
Okay.
Maybe a tag if we're feeling real frisky.
All right. We'll see how it
Okay.
goes.
So I will try and make sure that the guitar is heard as well. And I think I have this memorized. If there's a bad chord, it's on me. So let's see. Sorry, give me another go. 2, 3, and stars shining bright above you. Night gaze seem to tell you I love you. Birds singing on a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me when I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Chorusy. Stars fading, but I linger on dear to the A. Till craving your kiss. Back to the A. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Then saying this. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me when I'm alone and blue shining bright above you. Night breeze seems to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. One more and say nighty-night, kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. When I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. And then a tag from the F. When I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Oh, the tension.
Yes.
I like the pizzicato, super brought down version.
Yeah.
Could we even do, is it selfish to ask for just a verse of just
No, we could do that. We could do
Yeah.
that.
I want the most broken down version of all time.
Okay.
No
Oh,
vocals.
Okay.
No.
Are you gonna solo? We both had solos. You need a solo.
I can try. I don't know how to solo on guitar, but I can
Okay.
go for it.
Okay.
So with the repeat, really ambient.
Okay.
Alright.
Emphasis is on pauses. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Chorus. Oh my. Hold on the A. Back to the verse. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Nights on night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. I forgot to solo.
Yes.
It's not a Joe stream.
Counter one up.
It ain't a Joe stream until there's at least one.
It was a good moment too. You picked the right moment.
Thank
I
you.
think
That
that's
means
vital.
a lot to me.
Yeah.
But that was fun, and I think the whiteboard is here to stay. Folks.
It was glorious. That was helpful. It's very helpful.
I know it would have been better if I was really
Smacking it, that definitely would have helped.
But you know.
You had
I
other
want-
things to do. It was understandable.
It's a tricky melody.
Well, it's that G sharp to the G that makes
Yeah.
this beautiful,
Yeah.
like, resolution sound, but it's not the resolution that you're used to hearing with, like, a chord
Right?
progression
Yeah.
resolving. It's
Mhm.
it's so lovely. That's one of my favorites to sing.
Yeah, it's really well put together.
Can we
And-
do the Billy Joel one?
Vienna?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For that one, we talked about this a bit before, but there's some loops that I've, like, pre-recorded guitar for. So, the only thing I would like to for sure add would be the piano. I usually add a bunch of strings, but now I have you guys, so
Nice.
I don't need to do the string layers, I'm thinking, and just do the piano.
Okay.
So I'm gonna...
That'd be
We
glorious.
talked about this movement earlier. It's the
Wait.
square.
Wait.
The square to the piano.
Wait. Do you remember King Zora from Ocarina of Time?
Which one?
King Zora from Ocarina of Time. In Zora's Domain, you know, you give him the fish and then he has to do that. Wait.
Oh yeah, and he's like
Wait.
gets yes
Wait.
yeah.
Wait.
Here we go. Oh, we had a
Holy.
$40 donation.
My Shadow 462N. Thank
we
you.
have who are these
Thank
handsome
you.
gents and is Blue okay with this?
We haven't actually gotten formal approval.
We haven't gotten
yet.
formal approval from Blue yet.
We're just
I will say when I
Just
went
hoping.
downstairs, I got to see Baloo in his queen size bed and his couch and his food bowl full of food and water.
he looked comfortable.
Enough. He was very like, oh.
Mhm.
And I was just like, I know this is probably so hard on you. And then he jumped on the bed and just laid down on his side, like, will you lay down too? And I'm like, later, buddy, it's okay. So I think he's doing okay. Sessions with Sir Ba, gift for Tripwire. Thank you for gifting that. I almost said gift wire. I don't think I've ever done that to you before. So this one is like my emotional song on my song list. Do you feel like there's a song on your song list that when you get to, you have to like worry about like, all right, got to keep my
Gotta
composure.
hold
Yes.
it together.
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is mine, so
Yeah,
there's like people in the room and
Uncork the bottle. Let it out.
I've got one that I am guaranteed to cry to every time, unfortunately.
What?
Maybe it's not unfortunately. It's just like,
actual
yeah,
tears?
Yeah, actual
Like
tears.
tears?
Yeah, yeah. It's
I don't think
it's
I've
it's
ever
one
seen
it's
you
one by
cry.
Peter Katz.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Which song?
the
Here on the
Fen-
fence.
the fence.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tearjerker for
It
sure.
is a heart-wrenching song, and
do you guys want me to do the whole chords on there again? Yes, it's super easy.
sure. Yeah, that would be great,
As
actually.
long as it's not this complicated, I feel like I could feel it out.
This one's very complicated.
Okay.
But
okay.
I will say Dusty suggested it, so it's not my fault.
Okay. All right.
Actually, so I do have a fairly special connection with this song too. So that lady that did the artwork, I was just telling Joe, I gave her one of my old albums, and the album artwork inside of it has a lady who has synesthesia, Shannon Lyons, who listened to my music and she made artwork out of what she heard / saw, right? Because the people with synesthesia can see music visually. And so she made this art out of it. And I would always hang around her because like once I found Shannon Lyons, I was like, you are the coolest human. And I love your stories and I love like who you are as a human. So I just started hanging around her all the time and would play her music in her living room. And it was really cool because you'd like strum a chord and she would just be in sheer ecstasy, just like all of the sudden. And what was neat about Shannon, I mean, she was moving away from my hometown. And I was like, Shannon, I'm really going to miss you. And I'm also really going to miss borrowing your albums because she would give me these vinyls to listen to. And she said, do you want my duplicates? And I said, sure. And I didn't realize that it would be 3 entire carloads of records. Like, it's just an enormous amount of records because her house was filled from the floor to the ceiling, all around her house and her basement with records and CDs and cassettes. Right? She loves music to such an extreme degree. And when she gave me all of these records, she said, "I'm going to take my favorite records and I'm gonna separate them from the other ones." And she put all of her favorite records into a box. She said, "These are the ones that you have to listen to." And I remember going home and every night I'd put on a different record from this box, this is when I got to Billy Joel, and I got to Billy Joel's record, and as soon as I heard this record, it was on repeat for just forever. I love that album that Vienna's on, and yeah, that's my story with why I absolutely love this song.
Okay.
And then there's I'm almost there.
Hey, Whack. Enjoying the heck out of this stream. So sorry to hear about the van difficulties. Has been going well otherwise. Would be amazing if you could do merry-go-round of life together or something. Understand requests are closed. Well, thank you so much for your 1,000-bit donation.
This is a bit wacky.
Kane.
This is a bit nuts.
Really appreciate it. I'll just make sure that Joe reads that
Yeah.
too. Joe, do you mind reading Kane's comment?
Kane loves merry-go-round of life.
Merry-go-round of life. I don't know if I've heard that song, but
Do you know the movie House Moving Castle?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Have you tried to play the theme from it before?
No, but I love the music from that movie, and I've watched it a ton.
It's one that I've played for Kane very often.
Well, I'd be down to just sit and listen to it too.
Yeah, I could do it he said or something Celtic, and we know that we can do that. We could do both.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'd love to play a Celtic tune with you.
I've just realized that these are all quarter notes.
Okay.
All right.
Quarter.
That's not gonna be
Honestly,
challenging for me.
when you see quarters, if the safety is just root or chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are consistent.
Mm.
Sorry, accordion. So we got.
It's just hard because there's not notes assigned to your fingers, so I'm gonna have to look and then look on
Yeah,
here.
he's
And then look back and then look on here in quarter notes.
Yeah, this one is definitely tricky.
yeah, definitely.
I would say then
It's like-
everything holds out here for the G flat to the F to the E flat.
I might pizzicato this one.
This is your time to shine. Chorus is a lot of walking.
Maybe I'll do the groove for that part. I'll do the shuffle groove.
Yeah, either that or the root, and I think we'll be safe. Do you want me to tape this for you?
Sure. Yeah.
I will need it when I do the piano, and
Okay.
then I can
Sure.
look how ready I am. So I'll loop that piano, I'll tape it, and then we'll go from there.
That's good.
So what we're gonna try and do is I'm gonna do piano for Vienna, and then we're gonna take our time, get a handle in the groove.
this stuff out of the way.
Uh,
Is it in the way?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go back to my little corner spotting.
Okay.
But after I do the piano. As my regular crowd knows, piano is not an instrument I typically feel the most comfortable with, but I've been practicing a lot recently to get them more involved in my loops. So we're good. Now we just need to test that I got this available. We're about to hear a guitar. I'm going to put the volume down at 0 so I don't blow your ears out.
Okay.
We hear guitar, yes? And I'm plugged in, so you're fine to try and play over as well.
Okay.
It's not going to interfere with us. funny notes. I'm seeing if it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out. Yeah.
We'll fix her. Let it come around one more time, and I can get it. One. After this, I'm gonna go to the chorus. Damn it! Sorry.
All good.
I'm trying to go back and
Yes.
forth over here. Okay.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for the shout out.
Okay. So, chorus 2, 3. Damn it!
It was close.
I was
I'm
like,
gonna
I
hold-
can just resolve this. It's fine.
I'm gonna hold back for that.
Okay, thank you. So, 1, 2. Alright, here comes verse, and let's just get cozy with the verse, yep? I got it.
Thank you.
So this is the cozy section. I'm gonna let this keep going. child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell you why you're still so afraid. Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. But you know that when the truth is told, that you can get where you want, or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? So down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be for your time, though it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad it's the life you lead, so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You've got passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? We're about to go in the verse, solo. Whoever wants to take it. 3 and. So down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time, though it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. So ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You've got passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When you realize Vienna waits for you. Can I try something? Pizzicato breakdown. So down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time, though it's so romantic on the border time tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right.
like with like a chorus or something?
Yeah,
Maybe?
would you prefer a verse into chorus or straight on chorus?
Sure, let's do verse into chorus. I was just like, I felt like I was just about to get it.
No, what you're doing is so beautiful. The phrasing of this is very tricky for
Oh,
you to
man.
just jump right in.
Totally.
So I think we're doing the second one.
Sure,
Second one into second chorus.
sure.
Is each chorus different?
Yep.
Okay. So chorus.
Can we do the first chorus and first verse in the first chorus?
Yeah,
Try that? Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, so I'm not gonna have a count in ready. Oh, and we just got a
Philip
donation
Bowen.
from another talented
A
musician.
Beautiful, beautiful man.
I believe that's your guys' next stop on the road, right?
That's the one.
You guys won't be getting sick of strings anytime soon.
Go see Philip. If you're not following Philip already, just do it. Go see Philip. And if you're not following Tripwire, please go and do that. Fellow cellist here on Twitch. Please
Oh,
do that.
we are all a big fan of Tripwire around these parts.
Good. All right, okay. All right, let's give this a try.
So again, there's not going to be a counted. But,
Okay, all right.
first verse starts with slow down, right? Okay. Slow down, you don't find, can't be everything you. Or slow
Is
down,
that
you
the-
crazy
that's the
child.
second, it's just, yeah, that one.
Okay. Slow down, crazy child.
Yeah, let's do it.
Slow down, you crazy child. You can't be juvenile, but then if you're so strong, tell me why you're still so afraid. Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. But you know that when the truth is told, that you can get where you want, or you can just get old. You're gonna kick out before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Now Cody time.
No.
Okay.
All right, cool. That was really fun.
I feel like because I have been wanting to sing something with you for harmony.
Yeah?
Like if we were gonna do a standard cover sort of a thing,
Yeah?
like is there something like, you know, a cover beloved
Yeah.
that you think we could just grab onto, like maybe
Definitely.
I'll Follow You in the Dark or First Day of My Life? or-
Definitely can do I Will Follow You Into the Dark.
Would you-
That's for sure I could.
Would that one feel okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for that one, if we want to try,
Mm-hmm.
I can take lead on banjo and we can just build it up from there.
Do you want me to play it on guitar?
I can do either, yeah.
You could play it on banjo and I could play it on guitar.
You never told me you could play guitar.
Oh, he's a fantastic guitarist.
I can play guitar.
Yeah.
This changes everything.
Does it? Does it?
The arms on the chair will make you have to sit funny.
Oh, good.
I've tried to play guitar in this chair, so yeah.
Oh, there's a spinning fan.
We got close to it.
There.
Oh, actually, in the other room, there's a spinning fan,
Oh, yeah.
and I was streaming putting together a Murphy bed,
Mhm.
and me and my drummer Andrew,
Yeah.
also fellow streamer, follow Andrew. We put one of the tallest pieces up,
Yeah.
and on stream you see it knock off one of the fan blades, and it spins, and all the lights go off, and
Yeah.
sparks go everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And you just hear me go, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, like over and over and over. And he's just like trying to be calm about it. But it was a huge disaster and it was very scary. And no one got hurt. And the fan still turns.
Yeah.
It's just not quite as refreshing as there's like that one gap
Right.
in the
This
nice
could be better.
breeze that you get.
Do you have a capo?
Yes, I do.
A clippy thingy?
What key do you guys typically do it in?
I do it on fifth
It's
capo in C.
Yeah.
Yeah. F.
Yeah.
Yeah. What key do you typically do it in?
We're gonna find out.
All
but
right.
I can adjust it, so let's see.
I won a talent competition with this song on a cruise ship
What'd you get?
when I was 16 years old. I got a basketball.
You got a basketball? Oh my god, being a musician's awesome.
Right?
Totally worth it. Ocelot, thank you for a
Radical.
sub, by the way. So I typically do this in C, but
Okay.
very easy. So yeah, let's just do this one live, and I can play banjo. Oh, was it the bell, Poco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bell?
Someone at the door?
No, I have a ringer bell.
Oh.
It's kind of it's one of my emotes. It's a thing here.
Yeah, you got it on your birthday, didn't you?
Yeah, like
new bell?
I've had one on my washboard.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Poco, you sweet angel. I'm so sorry, Poco. So, like even with your capo, are you starting with what chord shape?
C.
Oh, perfect. Cool. Let me just tune now that I got this on, as we all know how temperamental banjos can be.
Sure.
And do you want to take lead on the verses?
Why
or
don't
do
you take turns?
Yeah.
There's 3 verses. Why don't we all take a verse?
Sure. I'm
Wanna
into
do
that.
I love this. Does this mean we're best friends now?
Yes.
Hopefully everyone can hear it okay. I'm just gonna check the gain. That's better.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Do you want to take the first one since you got the guitar?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
you guys wouldn't mind giving me just a second. I'm just used to selfishly having mine ahead of me.
Are you almost ready? Are you ready?
Alrighty.
Okay. Ready?
Mhm.
Ready? Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark, the blinding lights, tunnels to gates of light, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. What?
We're just clipping a lot of
Are we?
this. Yes.
In yours?
Yes.
Huh? Was it flashing?
Maybe turn down Cody's channel.
Yeah, I'm very loud.
Check.
Love of mine,
Oh yeah, we are clipping a lot.
someday you will die.
Maybe that was me.
It's just because you sound so nice. Why
You do sound really nice. Okay, hopefully we're not clipping.
I think this is much better.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. Love of mine, someday you will die. next one. Someone's got to step up here.
Everything to see, Bangkok to Calgary, on the soles of your shoes, they're all worn down. The time for sleep is now. There's nothing to cry about. Just hold each other soon. Black is the heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied. Illuminate the notes on their vacancy signs. There's no one beside you when your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. I'll follow you into the dark.
Well, that was glorious.
If we're on the topic of like play-alongs, I want to try and maybe introduce you to one that's very easy.
Sure. Okay.
It's like
Okay.
the sweetest song ever. Hoagie man, thank you for the bits. Thank you.
Thank you, Hoagie.
I was thinking a little song called All Your Favorite Bands.
Mm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
How are you brothers enjoying our
Alopecia in hospitality. Is that alopecia?
No, Appalachia.
Appalachia?
That was good though.
Wow, that was not good.
yeah, I was like, who's sick?
Right, alopecia. We're having fun. We're definitely, yeah. Oh no, Testy. Bless you.
Testy.
Sorry.
I'm disappointed to see how this is erasing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not the
Oh.
cleanest.
Cody,
Yeah.
before we move on to the next one, can we play the Peter Cats one? I just fucking love when you play it so hard.
Okay.
I'll write this
Yeah.
as you guys get
Yeah.
started and then just pop
Okay.
in.
I do
if
need
that's
a.
okay.
I need a pick though if we're doing that one.
I got you.
Nice. Thank you.
From the workplace I hate, don't say it.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But if you keep requesting this song, Dustin,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep requesting Pass It Along,
Okay.
just so you know.
I'm into that.
Okay.
I love that song so much.
I do too. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a gooder.
We have two songs that are very, very special to us, and yeah, this one is one of them.
Prepare for that. Prepare.
Be for you.
All right. This one. Okay. Yes, Dusty. I've got my number. I'm calm here in the storm. My hands still are hungry, spirit warm. Move you all around me. Our friends have gathered near. And all I ever needed is right here. You felt too far ahead of me. Stumble into tragedy when really it's not sad, you see. Still I am playing my final song, and I'm doing what I've been doing all along. Yes, do some violin. Some will call it courage, while others call it strong. Really, it's just simply carrying on. Well, I'm amplifying all the good we've been engaging in, with only just a few last days to squeeze all of it in. Too far ahead of me. Stumble into tragedy. Really, it's not sad, you see. See why I'm playing my final song. With all of you surrounding me, so when I'm free from gravity, I will know that I was never wrong. 'Cause I'm doing what I love doing all along. All along. All I'm not one to tell people what it is they should do. But if you're asking, then I guess there's one thing I would say. I'd say do those things you always wanted to. Yeah, it gets very loud.
So nice.
It's very loud.
So nice. Should we do I turn it back up? How do I do it?
What are we doing?
Well, if you would like to potentially take lead with another loop, because we've
Sure.
been doing a lot of freeform
Sure.
things.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's try the new one.
Yes.
This one called Lure. Affectionate Scar helped us name it.
We love Affectionate Scar.
Yes, we do.
You're very affectionate to the affectionate Scar.
Okay, so this is a fairly new one. It's kind of a work in progress. Here we go. Okay, so. Okay. Hopefully this works. Thanks so much for hanging out, everyone.
Mm-hmm. It's been a blast.
This has been such a blast.
We haven't even heard a blue scream yet.
A what?
A blue scream.
Oh, a blue screen, yes.
Honestly, since you guys have been here, you haven't had the full experience yet.
That's unfortunate. We'll have to coax it out of them.
Well, can I show you guys before we do the next one?
Yeah.
Because of course I have
Many
my
of them?
favorites
Yeah, right
that I've
on.
saved. But yeah, like we, got to show them to each other. They mainly went off in their own terms for Poco and Baloo. But you guys haven't heard the full-fledged Baloo scream. You might have heard it on my stream before, but so
Okay, I will counter with a Poco howl.
oh, it already upset Poco. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm dying. Help me, I'm dying.
Come on, Poco. You got this.
Do it. Do it.
Come on.
Poco.
Come on. Yes. Yes, do it.
Play the video.
Yes, do it.
Play it. Play the video. Play. Play.
Why?
It says 30 seconds, but it's flashing. Like you want this 30 seconds.
Well, now you get to hear another Baloo.
Yes.
Kind of sounds like a child.
Yeah, like I like this one is he winds up 3 times for it. He goes, "Ow, row, row."
That's amazing.
Oh damn it! Sorry.
Okay, this one.
Oh, she's like a little wolf girl. I don't know. This might be more powerful.
Yes, it's a choir.
Yes.
Amazing.
Ow, row, row.
She just doesn't howl that often, so I find it adorable.
Oh, Baloo screams all the time. Very consistent part of my life.
Okay, alright, okay, we'll get the song. Okay.
Caterwauling, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm pressing your finger here. Okay.
refine what they taught all along. It's a wisdom that's passed between hands in a haunting of tales that flow timelessly so round the fire, through the eyes of the wise and admire. A collection of trials and mistakes to be heeded and turned into gold. It's stories they told, fine words revealed the scenery, past worlds that were known. Please take us with an experience, show us how to grow. Part with care, child on the locket of hair, his grandfather's mother brain did, and though these men won't cross paths, stories will last as you spoke. Your words brought these children some hope, as to cope with the future so bleak, and impress upon them how to scout in the harshest of droughts. Fine words reveal the mystery, past worlds that were known.
All your favorite bands.
All right, I'm in.
All of them, right there. That's
Well, it's like the easiest to follow and super wholesome song of all time.
okay.
Affectionate Scars. On my vocal effects. Affectionate Scars asking you to play on the recording of that song.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
If you're it, perfect.
So if we're trying to this.
Thank you, Dan. That was really fun.
I don't know if I should just play it and sing it or if I should try and go experimental with it.
How are you feeling?
Experimental.
All right, well, let's dive in.
What that would need at the very least though is like the standard, kind of a bummer metronome laydown of the chord progression.
That's cool.
But then after that, if we just want to layer, because this one's just like really easy to play along with and very fun.
Yes. Yes, more of that.
All right, so I'm gonna do the most basic of just like the foundation underneath, and then we'll have fun over it.
Okay.
I feel like what's gonna happen is once I get the guitar going, I'll probably switch between banjo and like let you guys do solos, and then maybe bring out the violin.
Sure.
And the chorus is very catchy, so I think you guys should be able to sing along.
Okay.
And I can tape it up. Charles.
Yes.
But I will need to, at the very beginning, I know it's not the most ideal, y'all, but I don't know where I put my super pulse metronome for tonight.
Okay.
It got lost in the chaos.
Yep.
So let's see.
That's
I'm doing
weird.
this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I strap it on my leg, so I think I try to run downstairs with it, and it will just like,
Disappear.
roll off, so it's not a big deal.
This has been so much fun.
It has been.
As long as the pets are happy.
That's what it's all about. Right, Poco?
Yeah.
So here we go.
Oh, I should move so people can see her.
She's so cute.
Sure.
Oh man, I gotta move a really far distance now.
All right. I'll track the guitar, and then I can introduce y'all to the song. It's adorable and very cute.
Two
Yeah.
jazz hands, Dustin. Jazz hands for the puppy.
All right, let's go. Count in is in. Yes. I can cut that extra measure. That's a verse, so easy. Now chorus time, baby. 1, 2, 3. It's a whole song.
Alright.
Barbara?
red dress and hot French fries and friends across the country, from Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you still got on that hat that says let's party. I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Very simple. Alright, I'm gonna record banjo. It's a little out of tune, but that's kind of what banjos do.
Yeah, it takes the banjo style and runs with it.
Recording chorus. Sorry, one more chorus. I didn't press the button. Guess you gotta impress me. That's pretty nice. I'm just waking up and I'm not thinking clearly, so don't quote me. With one eye open while I write you this song. Ain't it funny how some people pop into your mind so easily? I haven't seen you in there for so long. I hope that life without a chaperone what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together.
So one thing I'd like to ask. I know you guys don't know this song, but I would love to try and sing the chorus together, maybe with a harmony if you can. It's like the sweetest thing ever.
All right. Yeah.
Even if we mess it up a couple times, can we go for it?
Yeah, of course. All right. Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
I hope your life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person as you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person as you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together.
Well, thank you so much.
So nice.
That was nice. It was nice.
It's like the sweetest sentiment ever.
It is, yeah, it's cute.
I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. And may all your favorite bands stay together.
That was the band that I was talking to you about that I saw open up for Alison Krauss.
Nice.
That's
And-
so cool.
Very cool.
And that song came on, and both me and my dad were like, we need this. We need this right now. And they actually came to my hometown for a festival.
Oh, right on.
And I grew up outside of Boston, but it was still like a very, very small town. So it was a big deal for us. So we were very excited.
That is cool. Those are the life-changing moments.
We also got New Baroque here.
We do have new Baroque here. Nick,
We were
What's
talking
up?
about you earlier.
we were talking about you earlier. Welcome in, buddy. Thanks for re-hairing my bow.
All bad things. Don't you worry.
Oh, bad thing.
One little bit.
You can watch the VOD. That's all lies and not true. I don't allow it in this room.
How could we say bad things about Nick? He is
Well,
a sweetheart.
Do you think it's time
For
to play Zombie
I don't.
by the Cranberries?
I can figure it out. But we didn't talk about this prior. Well, do you have like things that you want to make sure you hit before we end tonight?
We could do Through the Tides because I think you are gonna kill it on Through the Tides.
Oh, that would be nice.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Through the Tides would be really nice.
Just an idea.
I just gotta wait for Poco to
Finish.
starting to come off of me, right, Coco?
What exactly is she finishing? Just
Owning
Just-
her father.
just lounging.
Might take a couple years.
Yeah. This is mine.
The only time I've gotten Blue in my lap for a stream was when I was doing a game stream. Also, when you guys were doing your collab with New Baroque, I was seeing your guys' dogs interact and was like, oh my god, that's so cute. And I put in chat, I was like, I don't think Baloo's gonna do well with this. And I spelt it wrong. It was so cute, isn't it, Gwit? Who's Balau? And I was like, Balau's my cat. Balau is mine. The lovely Blue. But that was my fault. I spelt it wrong.
Okay, I put you down.
But it made me smile, so thank you for making me smile. I'll see you for Mel I Am. She said that last song was like a weighted
Bye,
blanket,
Millie.
which was, I thought, a very sweet.
Sorry?
She said the last song was like a weighted blanket, like a.
Neat. Okay, through the tides. Let's do this. Just wondering, every time that lights up, does that mean I'm clipping?
Probably.
Over here?
Yeah,
This is not related.
on the board.
What are you looking at? But there's a clip light on the mixer.
See those little lights that are lighting up next to the
You can see them.
next
I
to
trust you.
next to 3 and 4?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that clipping?
Those are the clip lights. Coco, stop digging. Yeah. What is that? What are you doing? The cat is not in here.
I mean, once we get it to there, we're just below yellow, which should still be fine. Not professional.
And so we set sail to the sea on the back of a whale. Yes, she held our lives. She's a blade that glides through the tides. And she moves just like a ghost in the mist. She continues to float. She showed her heart to so many men, so many men she'll never see again, just for the moment, just for the day, just for the moment. And so we set sail to the sea on the back of song that was so comforting. She showed her heart to so many men, so many men she'll never see again. Just for the moment, just for the day, just for the moment. Oh, I trust you, I trust you, my dear, to carry me home, carry me home. Oh, I trust you, my dear, to carry me home, carry me home. And so we set sail to the sea on the back of a whale. Yes. Good job on the harmonies.
I like whispering to you guys.
That was really nice.
Let's do one more original, maybe two
Sure.
for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm down. Wagon wheel. So, yeah, for the person who was asking what that was, that's off of my second album. It's called Through the Tides, and the album is called Through the Tides. So that is the title track of that song.
That's the only track on that whole album.
Bye, Toot. Sorry to hear that your phone's dying.
Good luck.
Rip to
on
the
your
phone.
electron journey.
All right. What would be fun? Let's see here. No. Okay. Do you have a shaker?
Yes.
Mm.
Can I borrow it? I don't know. Haha. Very nice. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Let's try this one.
Without bodies.
Yes.
It is the shaker song.
It is the shaker song. This is the only one I have a shaker in. Oh, I'm a badger! Should we try badger? That one's tricky though.
That one is ridiculous also.
It is ridiculous, yeah.
Ridiculously good.
One of my band's Creature Comfort's writing a song called Weasel. They could be friends with each other.
They totally could.
Definitely.
Is it a Is it a motivational weasel though?
I don't remember the context of the song. I just know it's in C.
Okay.
That's my job.
This is a motivational badger, you see. And if it was a motivational weasel, or maybe it could be the opposite.
Yeah, like a really
Temptation
one of these
weasel.
kind of weasels, like schmur.
Shifty weasel.
The temptation
Shifty
weasel.
The temptation weasel.
That sounds
Oh,
awful.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, this one. Oh,
That's amazing. What are you talking about?
and then we could show you our yodeling pig song. Have you heard the yodeling pig song before? What?
Right? Right?
Have you not?
Let that sink in for a minute. What could that mean?
Okay. All right. So this one does require some voice looping as well. I don't wonder how this is gonna go. We'll give it a try. Okay.
It's gonna go super well.
Okay. I need to do at least one loop by myself first.
No.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Good luck.
Here we go. Can I get some more overall volume in the headphones?
Thank you.
This is, yeah, okay. I don't want the squeak in there. As I return back to the earth to strengthen the breath of the ground, reaching the lines which used to confine, sensing the depths of our world. Without body, that's when we find what we're worth. Without body, that's when I'll know what I'm worth. Some things remain, yet everything's changed. The second I left the ground, felt every leaf through my reprise, soared through the seas without bounds. Without body, that's when I'll know what I'm worth. Without a body, that's
That's when I'll find what I'm worth. Heartbeat had stopped, all movement stopped. He soaked the essence within, made us aware of what was right there, just beyond the reach of our skin. Without body, that's when I'll know what I'm worth. Without a body, that's when I'll find what I'm worth.
I miss my my other shaker.
Are you knocking my shaker?
I'm not trying to knock the
Shaker is
shaker.
good enough for him. Don't
Not-
take this personally. This is a him thing.
I had like the whole
No,
egg
it's an
holder for
amazing
it.
shaker.
Put it back.
Sorry.
God. Oh my God.
So sorry. Yes. I think my volume is gone.
Yeah? I'm kind of feeling the same way. I really don't have a lot of volume either.
I'm not in the room.
Well, I dropped
Oh.
it when you guys saw the peaking.
Oh. Are we?
Did you move 3 and 4, or did you move 5 and 6?
3 and 4.
Because I am 5 and 6. He's 3 and
5, 6.
Where did you go, Cody?
4. I know, it's on. It's on. Yeah, now I'm here. Good, good.
Yes. We could do sand. Yeah.
I don't have the part that I played on it because it was a typed out sheet music.
That's
It's
okay.
okay,
Do you want to play it just like improvise?
Yeah, if that's fine.
Yeah.
It will
That's
not
totally
be what's
fine.
on the record, but
That's
I
cool.
Can I play your ukulele for this one?
yeah, it hasn't been played in a very long time, so it's probably not out of tune.
That's cool. It's only have 4 strings. I just did 84 strings, so it's gonna be quick.
Back when I used to teach at a certain store, they were like, "Do you teach ukulele?" And I was like,
Only professionally.
"Yes, I do."
Awesome.
They're like, "Cool, can we start next week?" I was like,
Yes.
"Yes." And then I bought a ukulele.
Amazing.
I think you have almost the same one as me, but mine's a little bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a solid model that I got. Like, not the fanciest thing in the world, but does a good job. I just hope that all the dust on it doesn't make you sneeze or nothing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you want to sing it and I'll do the harmonies?
No, you sing it. I just want to play the uke.
Okay.
Anonymous just hit 30.
Yes. Thanks,
Yes.
Anonymous.
Is that the group of hackers?
Yeah. Is
Wow.
the group helping us out?
That's amazing.
That's pretty sweet.
Look at all those happy
No, thank
heroes.
you. Thank you, whoever you are. I really appreciate that.
Oh, this one's really tiny. It's crazy. How small this is.
Okay.
A soprano?
Yeah. It's tiny.
Okay, this is Sand. Shand. This one's on the 4th album. Joe played on it. It was awesome.
I'm Joe.
That's Joe. This is her channel. I don't know if you guys know.
Plays violin to you. I
Alright.
don't mean that, I'm sorry.
And we are going to change this input over to the guitar,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Carved into sand, we formed a plan, using the branches you found near the beach. You showed me dreams I couldn't conceive, not until you described them to me. They were my mage, brought into my stage, weaving those spells that would captivate me, carrying my mind along for the ride, with the stories that made me believe. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Might we evolve to be you? Fit brand new lenses on me. The water was cold up to my throat. Gasping, I found it was so hard to breathe. You calmed my nerves more than I deserved. When you passed your arms around me, I hardly moved, yet I soared through feelings and memories I'll never describe. What I can say is that warmth you gave cleared the mountains of thoughts from my mind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Might I evolve to be you? Caused an expansion so free. as young. Songs that were sung remain as ghosts in the stairs and the walls. As my hands lose grip, we might just sit, taking the colors that fall. With these frail bones, we can still go back through these photos, moments of life, snapshots we lived. We were once kids, holding both hands in the night. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Might we evolve to be? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Caused an expansion so free. Brought such an angel to me. Are everything to me.
I forget every time.
Not every time. Just when I'm really
Oh, can we do a
excited
Celtic
about a
tune?
jam.
Yes.
What Celtic tunes do you know?
The Irish Washwoman.
I do. Actually, I hate that song.
Yeah, so does everyone that plays the fiddle.
Yeah, so we do the
Oh,
Irish
that's why I
Washwoman.
bring it up.
That makes me actually feel way better. Anonymous just donated $50.
Again, you guys have hacking to
Again.
do. Why are you here doing this? But thank you. Seriously,
Wow.
thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Whomsoever has done that, thank you.
It's not one person; it's a group of people, Dustin.
It is a group of people. Their masks on. Their Guy Fox.
I could
Yeah,
do.
Guy
I don't even
Fawkes.
know how to speak. Oh man,
I know it's ridiculous.
it is rough.
I feel like you guys will know what I try to do by ear. So
Okay.
I know the first part's Tamlin. I know.
Okay, love
And-
Tamlin.
And then it goes into something else.
Different one. Got it. Yes.
So I'm just trying to figure out what the second part is so I don't totally surprise you.
Okay.
Oh, and then what I go to is
Awesome. That's Soldier's Joy, I think.
I thought it was made behind the bar.
Could be made behind the bar.
I don't
Yeah.
know. They all sound so
Yeah.
similar.
Could
Okay.
be either of those. Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Thank you so much for your donation, Kane. Thank you.
Thank you, Kane.
Thank you.
All right.
This is exciting. I love playing Celtic music. Yes.
So one, two. I felt bad because I couldn't really comp for y'all. I
That's okay.
focused so hard on learning the melody of those songs.
That's cool.
but,
It's been a long time since I played those ones, so that's awesome. Yeah.
I kind of suck
stick.
at. Oh, this makes
Hi,
me
Bo.
nervous every time.
Why?
Why nervous?
Yes, I've
Okay,
had
okay,
a-
nervous high stick.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I've had my bow break.
Oh, really?
You know it like
From doing that specific move.
you know, like bumping things or like stands
Were you
or
sword
I feel
fighting?
like
Oh, I was asking you about this.
Oh, you went back to the beginning. Sorry. I'm trying to improvise on harmony, but
You're doing it. Keep going.
Yes.
That was cool.
oh, it's like a string standard that I should have in my heart.
Do you know Log Driver's Waltz?
Hmm?
Do you know the Log Driver's Waltz? Da 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 da. Do you know Log Driver's Waltz?
do.
Of course you do. You're Canadian.
I do know the log driver's walls.
That's a very traditional Canadian tune.
If you ask any girl
From the parish around,
what pleases her
most to her head to her toes.
just say I'm not sure if it's business of yours, but I sure like to waltz with my log driver.
For he goes burling down and down the white water. That's where the log driver learns to step blindly. He's burling down and down the white water. Log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. It's a great one.
Yes. Well,
This this has been fun. This has been super fun. Should we call it there?
I feel like we should do like one more
One more?
like K Sarah Sarah kind of moment.
Hurrah, hurrah. Okay.
Does it need to be que sera, sera?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Do you know how to play? Oh man, what is that called again? Oh no, what is it?
No.
It's a gypsy.
Never.
It's a gypsy tune. Minor swing. Dark Eyes. Do you know how to play Dark Eyes?
I only know the beginning. That's all I know, though.
Okay.
I don't know beyond that.
That's a fun one. How about
I didn't know if I was just making it a minor version of the melody, or if that was like actually where it was going.
That was glorious either
That was
way.
so much fun.
It was exactly like it was supposed to be.
Glorious.
How's it? Okay.
Glorious.
So I could play Big Rock Candy Mountain, on the guitar. That could happen. Do you like Red Big Rock Candy Mountain?
Do you like Red Big Rock Mountain?
I mean, I like some of those things. I don't know if you put them together.
That's fair. It
Yeah.
has to be the right order.
Exactly,
Oh
right?
man, that was fun.
The right mood, too.
Do you have an extra pick?
No.
Here's this one, though.
Yeah, I have a whole.
Here's this one.
This one would probably be pretty fun. Let's see here. Okay. I don't do that with this one this frequently though. Okay. All right. So I guess this is probably going to be our last one from tonight.
Yes, and then we gotta decide who we'll be rating.
And then we will be rating someone. If you haven't checked out our albums, check out Fish in a Birdcage on Spotify.
Worth it.
And also check out my Instagram for pictures of Baloo, the real star of the show.
Yes.
He's sorry he couldn't be here tonight. He's just really stressed out all the time.
I'm gonna see if I can find. There is one more verse to this song, and I can never remember it. So if I have these in front of me.
What?
Okay.
What is this one?
So in the key of C.
Okay. Alright.
Well, a rich gal drives in an automobile. Said a poor gal do quite the same. My gal rides an old hay wagon. You know she's green and brown just the same. I'll be there in the morning if I live. I'll be there in the morning if I don't get killed. If I never see you again, be sure to remember me. a rich gal, she'll fight you, she'll bop you with a stick. Said a poor gal will do quite the same. Well, my gal will take a rusty razor and run you all over town. You know she's raising hell just the same. Well, I'll be there in the morning if I live. I'll be there in the morning if I don't get killed. See, if I never see you again, be sure to remember me. Really rich gal, she'll kiss you, you'll kiss you awful sweet. A poor gal will do quite the same. But my gal's spit back at you, she'll stomp all on your lips. You know she's loving you just the same. Well, I'll be there in the morning if I live. I'll be there in the morning if I don't get killed. If I never see you again, be sure to remember me.
Let's take it way down.
Rich gal, she drinks good old whiskey, and a poor gal will do quite the same. Well, my gal drinks shoe polish, you know she's getting drunk just the same. Well, I'll be there in the morning if I live. I'll be there in the morning if I don't get killed. If I never see you again, be sure to remember me.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure. Was that good?
It was, yeah.
Did I sound like one of your people?
One of our people.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? What are you talking about?
Oh, just a little this and that. Okay, cool. Well, I did happen to see
Yeah.
that there was a fundraiser going on tonight.
Wow.
Let me make sure I saw that right. For Saving Music Live. And they are doing, I'm trying to read what the fundraiser is for in particular, but have you been a part of that before?
I haven't, no.
I did one before. I'd highly recommend getting involved with it. It's super
I'd
fun.
love to.
They do like
Yeah.
a few every year where they do different foundations for each one.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. They get a bunch of Twitch musicians together and they all rate each other and all
super
for
sweet.
yeah,
Yeah.
one overlapping fundraiser. I just didn't see what it was for this time. But
Thank
anyway, we're
you
going there.
so much, everyone, for hanging out.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was supremely
Thank you
cool.
for hanging out with us, and thank you so much for the crazy amount of generosity.
Yeah, thank you everybody so much. Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Sharing, we're sharing. Live.
We're gonna go and see Savin' Music live.
Oh, I did it first try.
Yes, nice one.
Well done.
Hell
Wow.
yeah.
All right.
I
Sound like the
just don't
microphones
usually
are
do
all
that.
vibrating right there.
Yeah, you could see I like also made sure there was nothing in the way.
Yeah, well, that was good.
That was a safe
That was
call.
good.
I wanted to look cool.
Nice one.
Oh, I thought it looked amazing.
Did I look cool, guys?
Definitely. It would have been a little cooler if you had sunglasses on. But you know what? It was still cool.
Oh, Meow Chica, no. Meow Chica just heard the one song.
Bye, guys.
I'm gonna be posting this stream on the YouTube. You're gonna do it as well? You're gonna put it on the YouTube? on the
Oh yeah,
tubes?
for my VOD channel. Yeah, for sure.
So it'll be on either one of our YouTube channels.
It will be on the
Check-
internet.
It'll be on the internet. This stream will be on the internet if you want to find it again. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, let's go. And
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
that was like that was
Bye, everyone.
It's tradition. It's a thing.
Nice one.
It's a nice tradition.
Oh. Boop boop boop.